Hello and welcome to another edition of News Showcase. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. The Janata Dal Secular, a political party in Karnataka, has suspended its lawmaker Prajwal Ravana from the party amid raging allegations that he sexually abused several women. The scandal broke out after explicit videos started appearing on the messaging app WhatsApp. The lawmaker, who represents Hassan constituency, said the videos were fake and left for Germany the next day. The state government has set up a special investigation unit to probe the case and indicated he will be asked to return. Ravana is the grandson of former Indian Prime Minister H.D. Devagowda, who heads the Janata Dal Secular Party. The scandal is expected to have a deep impact on the state's politics as it comes in the midst of the country's national elections.
This is a shameful issue. I am not protecting any person. In this kind of things, we are protested. We have fight against this kind of illegal things. We are not for that. This is the manipulation of Congress to diminish, destroy the image of the family. Here, the way in which the Congress friends, they are alleging towards our family. You can see it. What is the role of Devagowda ji, or what is the role of myself in this incident? We are not responsible for all those things. That is individual issue of Prajwal Ravana.
In a related development, supporters of the Congress party and the Janata Dal Secular clashed in the city of Hubballi. The scuffle came when the JDS was holding a meeting of its key committee at a hotel when the Congress supporters protesting against the sexual allegations arrived there. The JDS is an electoral ally of the BJP in the ongoing Indian elections. The Congress party has strongly condemned the allegations against the JDS lawmaker Prajwal Ravana and demanded his immediate arrest. The Congress party has held protests in several cities, including the state capital, Bengaluru. The Supreme Court has sought an explanation from the Enforcement Directorate in the arrest of Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. The court wanted clarity on the timing of his arrest, which came just before the polls, and whether it can take up criminal proceedings without having gone through judicial proceedings in the case. The court told the ED to respond by Friday. Kejriwal was arrested more than a month ago over allegations that his party accepted bribes for liquor contracts made by the Delhi government. The charges have been denied by the party. The Indian government summoned the Canadian Deputy High Commissioner to protest against pro-Khalistan slogans raised at an event attended by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau in Toronto. New Delhi said it would have negative effects on bilateral relations and promote a climate of violence. In footage aired by a Canadian television network, Khalistan slogans were raised as Trudeau approached the stage to deliver his Khalsa Day speech. Similar slogans were raised when opposition leader Pierre Poilievre approached the platform to start his speech. It happened again and again as leaders arrived on stage. Khalsa Day commemorates the founding of the Sikh community in 1699 and is one of the largest annual events in Toronto, attended by thousands of Sikhs. Separately, India has dismissed a US media report which named an Indian national as the person who hired a hit team to kill a Sikh leader in the US. The External Affairs Ministry in Delhi said the speculative and irresponsible report was not helpful while an investigation in the matter was underway. The Washington Post reported that a former employee of the Indian Spy Service, RAW, assembled a team to kill Gurpatwant Singh Panun in New York. Earlier, the US Justice Department indicted an unnamed Indian national in the assassination plot. The controversy broke out in September when Canada accused India of involvement in the killing of Sikh activist Hardeep Singh Nijjar, which sparked a major row between the two nations. India has denied all the charges. AstraZeneca, the maker of COVID-19 vaccine Covishield, has said it can occasionally cause a rare condition called thrombosis with thrombocytopenia syndrome. It was developed in collaboration with Oxford University and manufactured at the Serum Institute in India. The company's revelation follows a lawsuit alleging serious harm and deaths linked to the vaccine. TTS, which involves unusual blood clotting and a drop in platelet count, has been observed in recipients of the vaccine. The condition appears to be an immune response to the vaccine, with antibodies attacking a protein involved in preventing blood clotting. TTS is classified into two tiers based on severity, with Tier 1 being more severe and common in younger people. Symptoms of TTS include severe headaches, stomach pain, leg swelling, breathing difficulties, cognitive issues, or seizures. Immediate medical attention is advised if these symptoms occur post-vaccination. At least 7 Naxalite guerrillas, 2 of them females, have been killed in a gunfight with security forces in India's Chhattisgarh state. Reports quoting officials said many firearms, including AK-47 rifles, were found at the scene of the battle in Narayanpur region. Fighting broke out in a dense forest shortly after daybreak, when government troops from various units engaged the rebels. Earlier this month, security forces killed 29 rebels in Kankar district, described as the biggest success in the fight against the insurgents. One of the most wanted rebels, Shankar Rao, was among them, who carried a reward for his elimination. The rebels are far-left radical communists who are inspired by Maoist ideologies, and they are thought to be active in the forests of several Indian states. A manhunt and gun battles have been reported in the Kashmir region after insurgents were spotted in the area. The operation was launched in Udhampur as army drones scanned the terrain for militants hiding under forest cover. Police said at least 7 insurgents in 2 groups were spotted, and security forces are trying to hunt them down. The search and destroy operation started 2 days ago after intel suggested the presence of gunmen. A specific area was cordoned off by the troops before they took up combat positions. Security is a top priority for the government, and there's heightened security in Kashmir and elsewhere as India votes in the national elections across 6 weeks, with the final phase of voting on June 1st. Heavy rainfall has caused flash floods in cities and towns in the north of Kashmir. Flooding submerged houses and roads in Kupwara and Handwara towns, which forced residents to flee to safer areas. Police in the region launched rescue operations across the flooded districts, and the disaster management authorities declared a holiday for schools. Updates on the situation were posted on social media platform X, which said 6 houses have been damaged so far, but there was no loss of life. The Weather Service has forecast more rainfall in the region, and snowfall was reported in the areas of Bandipora and Machil. The rainfall in Kashmir comes as an intensifying heat wave sweeps the rest of India. Reports quoting the police say, actress Amrita Pandey may have ended her own life. She was found dead at her apartment in Bhagalpur last week, and the case is under investigation. Prior to her death, she had posted a cryptic message on a messaging app which is being examined. Her family revealed that she was battling depression due to lack of work and was under treatment. She lived in Mumbai with her husband and had travelled to Bhagalpur for a family wedding. She decided to stay back while her husband returned to Mumbai. Pandey had played a role in Diwanapan and had acted in Hindi films, TV shows, and several web series. A top police officer in the city has assured a complete investigation. Police in London said a man with a large knife has been taken into custody after he attacked several people in the east of the city. The London Ambulance Service said its personnel treated 5 injured people before transporting them to hospitals. Images and videos shared on social media showed a man walking along residences with what appeared to be a samurai-style sword. Police, fire, and ambulance units were at the scene near the town's underground station. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak praised the emergency services for their bravery. London's Mayor Sadiq Khan said he was devastated by the attacks, and he was in touch with the head of the police. Last week, Sunak criticized the mayor's record on knife crimes in London. Columbia University has started suspending students participating in a pro-Palestinian demonstration on campus after they disobeyed an order to end their protest. College officials in New York City vowed disciplinary action against anyone who did not leave the 2-week encampment by Monday, but dozens of students demonstrated at the location as the deadline approached. At the University of Texas in Austin, numerous demonstrators were taken into custody by police, who also broke up their tent at the campus. The Columbia Board of Trustees was urged to step down earlier on Monday by a group of House Democrats if the board did not act decisively, disband the encampment, and ensure the safety and security of all of its students. The student demonstrations against the war in Gaza first broke out 2 weeks ago, before spreading across the U.S. China Southern Airlines is set to fly its longest non-stop flight from China to Mexico. It will also be the longest flight ever flown out of China. The inaugural flight on the 11th of May will take off from Shenzhen to Mexico City, covering approximately 14,000 kilometers. The return journey will include a brief... Thank you for watching. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. Do tune in, same time tomorrow, for a roundup of the latest news and updates in India and around the world.